How is it going, YouTube? Malagant here. We are in after the first day. I just slept for about like 6 hours or something after like 18 hours of World of Warcraft. It was incredible fun. Incredibly fun. I'm a little bit tired. I just like woke up, took a shower, and here I am. Um, Luckily my wife actually like cued me for World of Warcraft while I was asleep, so that like I can play when I wake up, because that is what is necessary. Now today we are going to be taking a short, uh, break from playing, and we're gonna talk about like the pluses and the minuses. You know what I saw so far that is like very good and worth in World of Warcraft right now if you would like to check it out. And what is the worst part about it? The worst part is hands down the queues. Just let's get it out of the way. There's ridiculous amounts of queues. I don't necessarily know about like every single server, but especially like the PvP ones as far as I can tell, especially in Europe, and I'm guessing it is the same for like the other regions as well. It is insane, you guys. I like the stuff that I'm going to say. It will most likely sound as if like I'm exaggerating them. Maybe it is not even half as much. Like it is possible. So let me put it this way. So my wife wanted me to queue her while she was at work, right? And then she comes back, it is still in the queue. She goes to the gym, she comes back, it is DC'd because like the queue arrived, and it DCs after like 10 or 15 minutes or something in activity. And the queue takes about like, that was for about like 6 hours or something. So she queues again, and then cannot play because like it will take another 7 hours or something. She goes to bed. So this is where it is at right now. Unfortunately, like you can definitely be inactive in the queue. You can definitely do other stuff. You can alt tab, or like you can go, even go out. You can sort of estimate the time that is going to be spent in the queue. But there are massive amounts of queue, all the way up to like 25,000 in some realms, and in the prime time that number doesn't necessarily go down. So people are not necessarily logging out at all. So it is hands down the worst part about Classic right now, for sure. And if you would like to play the Classic, I would 100% suggest you to check out one of the lower populated realms, and don't worry about the fact that like there are not going to be people to play with, because the others, they are so overpopulated that it's going to be hindering your experience. And I'm 100% sure in the very close future, Blizzard is gonna have to take some measures, and it is not necessarily that hard for them to take measures. They already have the back end system for this. As you can, if you remember, they have already, taken measures like this before. A free transfer, I'm guessing, is going to be offered for several realms after a couple of days. That is what I am going to be assuming. But at the same time, new people that are coming in are being funneled towards the new realms as well. So we will most likely see a couple of new realms popping up here and there too. That is out of the way. That was the worst part about Classic. The best part is almost everything. It is incredibly nice feeling. There's no rush, right? Like, from the people in my community that I heard that are thinking about not playing the game, it's always because of the reason of like not necessarily having the time, but they're missing the point of like this game is not necessarily, what was made in like, nowadays. It doesn't necessarily push you towards the progress. Just chill out, this what you're watching right now is completely fine, and that is the entire point of it. That is the best part about it. That comes with the nostalgia, of course, with the feeling. But ever since, well, the time that I spent yesterday in the game, every single thing, all the background noises, every quest that I made, all the running in between, I was actually so passionate about it that like I ended up running between Stormwind and Goldshire. Oh, I forgot this, let me go get it again. It has been maybe 10 years or something. I haven't done something like that in any game. What I would have done is that like I would have had very constructed thoughts about like what I need to do when I go to Stormwind, right? Min-maxing everything, trying to like speedrun stuff. No, I ran there like 5 or 6 times, and that is just because like how much I'm actually enjoying spending time doing, nothing almost, and that is incredibly good. So that is the best part about it for me so far. I'm really looking forward to the hours that are about to come. The second best part is the community that is going to be. So there's no phasing anymore in this game, right? There's no cross-realm bullshit anymore. So it is back to the Classic again. What that means is that if you're unfamiliar with it, is that you have one server, you have the same people in it, so you're going to be seeing, let's see, there's a night elf over there. her name is, let's say, Cheeto, and yo, what's up, Cheeto? And we can see her again, basically. That's what it means. In the retail World of Warcraft right now, that is almost unrealistically low chances to see the same people again, because it is all cross-realm all the time, and it is very annoying. So in that case, you don't necessarily care about names anymore. I think the community and the player and the character that you play, it is incredibly important to care about the character, but also the name. You know, you're making a name for yourself, and that's a big thing. You know, if you're into PvP, if you go gank, the horde. For me, the horde that is in the server is always the same horde, so I can actually like sort of kill some horde, and then the next day he will be like, oh shit, it's that warrior that killed me. I'm gonna call a friend of mine, let's get my revenge. So it is, you know, branching from stuff like this, and the friendships, the guilds, the communities being formed, and that is the best part about also. So on top of that, I've also, you know, formed the guild. It is going alright for the most part. Lots of randoms, but also some old friends that are joining as well pretty soon. I'm quite hyped about that, and we are going to be taking it like in our own speed. Really looking forward to that. One last thing that I will say about the Classic right now, which is a good thing, is that the game is running silky smooth, as Zohan would say. It is ridiculous, actually. Pay attention to my FPS. It is capped at 144. There's no point increasing it because that's the refresh rate of my screen. And this is the case for everywhere. It doesn't necessarily matter how many people are on my screen. Almost, it is very, very good. This is not the case. You know, somebody might actually like go ahead and say, "Well, what do you expect? It's like a 15-year-old game." No, that is not the case at all. That would be very ignorant to say, actually. There are lots of games out there that are sinking in performance, whether it is the, you know, FPS, whether it is like the connection issues, whether it is like the server issues. When people are clumping up, right? When you're even in party with like 4 people or something. I'm not gonna give names at all, but actually there are like very popular games nowadays, even you know, AAA, very well made games. You just party up with like 3-4 people because of like the spell effects and stuff. The entire thing goes down. Let's say like the frame rate suffers, your connection suffers, you can feel like some sort of like an input lag. That is definitely not there. It is running ridiculously good. It is that's a different experience also. If you played the Classic back in the day, most likely the technology was definitely different. The servers, the backend was different. At the same time, your connection was most likely different as well. Right now I'm sitting on like 30 ms. Back in the day I was playing from Turkey, and I had about like, I think about 200 ms was like okay, good for me, let's say. About 200 was a little bit annoying, a little bit less than 200 was a very good day for me. So that was my average, and look at the difference now. It is definitely a different experience today for me, and it is surprising how good that feels also. So that being said, I'm going to be calling this right here. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm live over Twitch every single day, and it's most likely going to be about like 16 hours every day or something. Come hang out, feel free to ask any questions, drop down comments down below. I'm very bad at this YouTube thing, so excuse me about this. Leave a like, subscribe, right? I'll see you next time, YouTube. Thanks for watching, bros.